You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Young and the Restless fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we have got a Y&R shocker for you that feels to me like it's coming out of the blue. Sharon Newman and Chance Chancellor do the deed next week. So it seemed like Sharon and Chance were both looking at other potential love interests. But next week, these two hit the sheets, and here's what you need to know about this kind of out of the blue romantic twist on Young and the Restless. Real quick, if you haven't already, please reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Young and the Restless updates, news, and spoilers. So, in recent episodes, I think we can all agree that it sure looked like Chance and Summer were gravitating towards each other, and fans were expecting those two to happen since Kyle is already in bed with Audra Charles. And now, though, there's this drastically different direction, all right? And we had wondered briefly, is this part of the writer's strike? Is this part of them bringing in other people who are just taking the story in another direction? So we went just to kind of look because it's been different everywhere over at Bold and Beautiful. If you watch Bold already, or if you're, a current Bold watcher, as of this past Tuesday, June 11th, they were out of scripts written by Brad Bell, but his co-head writer and one of the associate writers have both gone FICOR, financial core, which means you step back from the union to some extent and you say that you need to work or want to work, whatever. And they let you do it. You lose some of your voting rights and some other privileges. But so the two basically writers that were already working under Brad Bell have taken over. So there's continuity there. Over here, it's like, okay, what's happening? So we were just kind of looking around for some info, and this is absolutely insane. Showbiz Cheats Sheet said, which if you don't know it, it's a site that is just, I feel like all they do is churn articles from sites that actually do their research, because what they said was pretty ignorant, at least of soap operas. They said by early June, they'll be out of scripted episodes. Quote, fans should expect reruns. We're in July. That's not happening. Why? Because if you do further research, it's because head writer Josh Griffith went FICOR the last time they had a writer's strike, and he has gone FICOR again. For whatever reason, he doesn't seem to want to go out on strike, and so he hasn't. And then in late February, he fired all his breakdown writers on Young and the Restless, and a lot of people are now saying in hindsight that what he was doing was he was making the writing process, I believe this is what he was doing, making the writing process more streamlined, because he probably knew this strike was coming. I'm sure the Writers Guild talked about the strike a long time before they did it. So he fired the breakdown writers. If you don't know what a breakdown writer is, they write the narrative of a script, and then the script writers write the dialogue. The narrative is like, Chance walks into Crimson Lights, Sharon sees him, Sharon fixes him coffee. It's just basically how the narration of the scene, how things move around, but it's none of the dialogue, that kind of stuff. So Josh Griffith is still writing it, and so even on his IMDb page, his episodes up through this week are showing under his name. So we have complete writer's continuity. He has just decided to go in this direction, and it's like, whoa. So Sharon, she's been spending a lot of time with Nick, a lot of time that he actually should have been with Sally, but he wasn't. And then she's merging her new company that she just inherited with Adam's company to be around him more. She's trying to save him from his dark side. So she has two great potential age-appropriate romantic interests right there. So why are Chance and Sharon making love is what they're calling it, but I haven't seen any love between them, so I kind of don't even like attaching the phrase making love to them. They're gonna hit the sheets, do the horizontal mambo. Maybe they're just both frustrated. Unless we're going to be told after the fact that they've been dating, and we just haven't seen any of those dates, because what we've seen are chats at Crimson Lights, maybe one or two actual dates. I think they have been out to dinner, maybe over at Society once that I remember. Maybe they've had a movie night. At the most, 2 dates that I can think of. If you guys can think of others, drop it in the comments. I would love to hear, but I remember 1 to 2 dates. No big romance. Have they kissed? I'm racking my brain. Either it was a really boring kiss or I don't remember a kiss though. So how have we gone from that situation that we have to the bedroom? So, but spoilers for the week of July 17th say that Sharon steps out of her comfort zone. So her comfort zone right now is being a widow. She's not really dating anyone. She hasn't had a man in her life or her bed since Ray Rosales died in April of 2022. So that has been 15 months of mourning with no lovin', no sexy time. So she is definitely overdue. And poor little Chance was cheated on in November of 2022 by his wife, Abby, who was sleeping with her baby daddy, Devon, her baby daddy donor, So it's been 8 months since he had any action. But by next week, they are naked and getting frisky. And the soap magazine is calling it Making Love. I'm sure that's, they only repeat the spoilers that CBS tells them. They just say what the network tells them to say. So, Making Love. Who else thinks this seems kind of willy-nilly, wildly out of context, implausible, illogical? Not a lot of great chemistry, not compared to her with Adam or her with Nick. The only time we have seen them recently together was when she was getting stabby with Cameron, and Chance was like, cop who showed up and undid the vest, and then, serving coffee. How does this lead to the sexiness? And her recent conversations with Nick and Adam had much more personality to them. They were much more personal and intimate as far as I'm concerned. Not intimate like sexual, but intimate like personal, like I really super know you. So why are they doing this? It just seems random. Is this the start of a full-blown romance, or is this weird one-off and they're going to be incompatible? Or, insanely, could it be the start of a Sharon Chance Summer love triangle? That would be really creepy since Sharon was once Summer's stepmother, but it'd be more interesting than Chance. That's what I'm calling them, Sharon and Chance. Chance, take a chance on love. They're both attractive, but we have got a mind-blowing piece of information that is going to make this all seem even more bizarre. We're going to share that with you in 1 second, but if you haven't already, please click subscribe so you don't miss any of our Young and the Restless spoilers, and click a like if you've enjoyed this video. So the actress who plays Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, is absolutely gorgeous. She does not look her age. She is 52. Going down the line in the age of people that have been involved with the characters we're talking about, Melissa Ordway, who plays Abby Newman, Chance's ex-wife, is 40. Allison Lanier, who plays Summer Newman, is 32. We've got 52, 40, 32. Guess how old Connor Floyd is that plays Chance Chancellor? He is 29. 29, people. So they're going to put him into bed next week with a woman who's 23 years older than him. And I got nothing wrong with cougaring. Sharon Case is beautiful. It's just a big age gap. All right. And then there's 3 years between him and Summer and 11 years between Chance and Abby. And already people were like, oh, she's a lot older than him, And again, all these soap actresses are gorgeous, well maintained. They look spectacular, but the age gap. That's all I'm saying. What do you guys think about Sharon and Chance taking a chance and hitting the sheets?
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.